Hey everybody, welcome back to the Zombie Jeep Project, the project that tries to kick my butt for no apparent reason every night. Tonight I have a special treat for you because I'm going to be disconnecting way more wires than I ever wanted to. Since the transmission was so kind to take up all my time last night, tonight I'm actually going to take off all this stuff and put all that same stuff on from the other engine. I also have apparently a focusing problem. There we go. I've been told that since kindergarten. Anyhow, on my no damage junkyard pull, this is the non-damage that I found here. It seems as though whenever this vehicle was in a front-end collision, the air conditioning compressor got pushed into the plenum, I believe is the proper term for this piece of gear here, and it's quite broken. Not exactly something that I can just roll with. So unfortunately, that means that I've got to take the plenum off of that dirty scuzzy old motor and put it on over here. I have the new gasket for it, and it shouldn't be a big deal, but it's just more steps that I didn't really want to have to do. So the first thing that I want to do though is I'm going to kind of do this in layers. First one I need to pull off is the wiring harness. And what I've done for a lot of the stuff that is pretty self-evident what it attaches to, stuff like this that will attach to that spot, I mean it's quite clear, to that spot on the throttle body, I haven't worried about labeling. But it's really, really, really handy, I mean really handy, to make sure to label as much of this stuff as you can. See if this will focus here. There we go. EGR. Okay, even though I'm going to take this off tonight and I'm going to put it back on the other one tonight, there's a chance that I might forget what goes where, or if I get the wiring harness twisted upside down or something like that. So I know that that came off of the EGR. And likewise that this one came off of the distributor. Well, can't read it very well on the camera, but I can read it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull off that wiring harness. What is up with my focus tonight? There we go. So I'm going to pull off the wiring harness and set it to the side so that I can get this plenum, these fuel rails, and everything that I need off of this engine. Pretty important to scrape off all the old gasket material before you put on a new gasket. So there's a 4-piece gasket that goes all the way around this opening right here. So you got to scrape off all the old stuff. It's also pretty important to make sure that that stuff that you're scraping off doesn't go into these holes into the intake right here. That's why I've got a rag here to collect it, so it also doesn't go down into the valley here and get down into the oil supply. Most intake gaskets, at least the ones that I'm aware of, are designed to use with no sealer. You just put them in there. But it doesn't hurt to put right here in the corners where the gaskets meet each other, to put a little dab of gasket sealer of some sort. This right stuff, they don't call it the right stuff for nothing. So just a little goop right in that corner. Now with that gooped in, I can go in with the first cork gasket, next cork gasket, If you're looking at these gaskets trying to figure out which side to put them in, if you look on one surface, there's kind of a little raised deal that goes around all the orifices. That should go towards the head. This side, this flat, smooth side, should go towards the intake. So when you put it on, you should not be seeing that raised portion. That is it for tonight. The engine is pretty complete. Got an intake, got exhaust manifolds. Now just got to finish putting on the little stuff. I know I keep saying that, but it keeps moving along. So tune back in tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get it a little bit further down the road. Thanks for watching. Good night.